What's up, guys? It's your boy, Wendy Cat. So, the new Very Serious Review is taking a little bit longer than I expected, mainly because I'm bad at editing and I'm not funny. So, I decided to do something a little bit different. Today we're doing a bug tier list, mainly to hold you guys over until the Very Serious Review is done, but also because I don't want the algorithm to forget my channel exists. So, bug tier list. Let me know what you guys think of this. I might do this in the future, or something similar to it in the future, if you guys like it, or if I need to stall again for the next Very Serious Review, I'll do something else because you guys fucking hated this. So, give it a chance, please. I tried very, very little to make this, but just just give it a chance and tell me how you guys like it. So let's get into the bug tier list. Okay. The first one, ants. Ants are honestly ants are S tier bug. S tier bug. And why do I think they are S tier bug? One, they work together really well. They're communists. Basically, why I put ants in S tier are they are giga chads. They can lift like 50 times their body weight. That's cool as fuck. Also, you can't get rid of these bastards. Cannot get rid of them. Uh, they're just persistent. They work together really well. They build these cool ant nests. S tier bug. Uh, bumblebees. Bumblebees specifically, not honeybees. I'm gonna go with A tier. A tier bug on this one. Uh, pros of bumblebees: they're cuter than honeybees. They're very cute. They're very cute bugs. They're pollinators, which are really good. They're not like honeybees, in which they're like bitches. Bumblebees are A tier bug. A tier bug. Butterflies. I'm going with C tier bug. Why am I going with C tier bug? Uh, they're poorly designed. Why are they poorly designed? Because they're slow, immobile. They get caught by birds. So much so that the monarch butterfly, the most popular butterfly, or the most well-known butterfly, is poisonous because they get caught so much. They're just not very good bugs. They're bad at being bugs. They're pretty, but they're bad at being bugs. Caterpillars, D tier, bad bug, bad bug design. They're slow. They're very nutritious for other like insects and like animals and shit. So they're just poorly designed because they're slow and they're yummy. Like that's you're basically putting yourself on a plate and putting a sign up saying "Eat me, please." Um, next bug. Next bug. I don't know why they put centipedes and millipedes together, because centipedes and millipedes do very different things. But I'll write them together. Honestly, this is a centipede carry right here. This is a classic centipede carry, A tier. Centipedes are very good hunters. They're very successful. They're very good bugs because they like scutter and they can hide very easily. Very solid, well designed bugs. Millipedes, not as good as centipedes. If it was like different, I'd put like millipedes in like C tier, honestly, because they're just not that. They put their stat points in more legs when instead of like being useful like centipedes. Okay, cicadas. So cicadas are gooners basically. They're like their entire shtick is that they come out of the ground once every like decade and a half, scream all the fucking time saying someone please fuck me, and they're gooners. They're just gooners, and they're like fat and they're slow and they get caught so easily. I mean, they live behind the shells, and that's kind of cool, I guess. But like, if you get a lot of them, they get more annoying than cool. So I was gonna put D tier cicadas in D tier, but then I learned something about cicadas. So, well, maybe not about cicadas, but about a certain aspect of a fungus about cicadas. So there's a certain fungus out there called Massosporus cicadina. And basically what it does is it's kind of like the fungus that takes over ants. I can't remember the name of it right now. Is it cordyceps? I think it's cordyceps. So it's kind of like cordyceps in that it like kind of takes over the cicada to like spread its spores around. But instead of doing it like cordyceps does, it does something a little bit funnier. So basically, what Massospora cicadina does is it kind of like castrates the cicada, and it's like because since cicadas are gooners, it kind of castrates the cicadas, and it's like it spreads when cicadas have sex, so it like busts open the spores caps, and it like so basically it replaces the cicada's cock and balls with itself, and whenever cicadas mate, typically the other cicada takes its genitals because they interlock and then they fly away and they just break their genitals, which is funny in itself because they're not even good at being gooners, which is what their main shtick is, that they're gooners. They break off and they release the spores. So cicadas, female cicadas are the ones that make the noise, the screaming cicada noise. They flap their wings and stuff. What this does is it makes the male cicadas also do that. So basically what it does is it makes male cicadas flap their wings like female cicadas. That it turns male cicadas into submissive and breedable femboy cicadas, which is my entire shtick. So I was going to put cicadas in D tier. Now it's S tier. The first ones were, I had some reasons behind it. Cockroaches, this is purely viperous. D tier. I fucking hate cockroaches. I hate cockroaches so much. I hate them so much. They're gross. They're disgusting. They are the worst. I hate them. The reason I hate them is because they attack me in the shower. So I have a problem in which cockroaches find their way in my bathroom, and it's only my bathroom. That's the only time I ever see cockroaches in the house, is in my bathroom, specifically when I'm taking showers. So I'll be there completely naked, completely defenseless in the shower, and this like 6-inch long, hella thick cockroach comes scuttling at me like it has some sort of problem, and there's nothing I could do except throw shampoo and conditioner at it like it's a baby's first acid attack. Just throw random chemicals at it and hope it dies. And these suckers are tough sometimes. I hate them. D tier. Crickets, they're kind of a little bit more mobile. They're smaller than grasshoppers. They're harder to catch. I'm gonna put crickets in B tier. No particular reason. They're just like the most mid bug of all time. Dragonflies. S tier. Dragonflies are the most successful hunter in all of nature. I believe they have a 96% success rate when it comes to hunting their prey, which is cool as fuck. They also have really cool compound eyes, which lets them see all around them. They're just really cool bugs in general. Earwigs. I don't really know a lot about earwigs, but like in general, they're like C tier. This is vibes based again. There's no particular reason. Yet another vibes based picked. Fireflies. A tier. I love fireflies. They're so cool. Even though they're like cicadas, they're kind of gooners as well, but they're like smaller and harder to catch than cicadas. And whenever you're in a field and it's like dusk, and it's like really cool, and like a bunch of fireflies come out, and it's really pretty. Ticks. Or these fleas. D tier. 1 second. Flea tier. Fleas are flea tier. They're so bad. I hate them. I hate fleas. They're just useless. Fuck fleas. Flies. Flies are D tier. Their entire they're annoying. I hate them. I mean, they're like decomposers. They eat decomposing things, which is like fine, but like I hate them. So get fucked. Grasshoppers. I'm gonna put them in the same tier as crickets. They're kind of mid bugs. Honestly, they're a little bit worse than crickets, but not like as bad as like butterflies and earwigs. They're like fine. They're fine. Honeybees. I'm gonna go B tier as well. Not just because they're called bees, but because they're trying to bite the bit of ants and wasps at the same time, and they're not doing either any justice. So they're biting the bit of ants because their entire thing is that there's many of them, like working for like the queen, which is honestly peasant brand. Peasant brand is fucked. But they're like biting the bit of ants and wasps and doing it worse. And they're neither of which is like to the extent. Now, I think this is just spiders in general. Spiders in general, S tier bug. Hate them, love them. They are well designed, very, very good bugs. Their webs, honestly, are pretty cool. Pretty cool design. aspect of the spider is the webs. Honestly, they look cool most of the time. They look pretty cool. I don't have a fear of spiders in general. I don't find them scary at all. In fact, I actually have one in my bathroom right now to help with the cockroaches. His name is Kevin. I think this is the fourth Kevin. And he helps me with cockroaches. And he's honestly a chill guy. I had to be a little bit careful whenever I'm brushing my teeth to not mess up his web. But he's caught like a good 3 or 4 of those suckers, and I really appreciate him. Okay, June bugs, D tier. June bugs are D tier. They're kind of like wasps, or not wasps, cicadas. But they don't have the funny fungus, the funny fungus, like cicadas. They're kind of like cicadas in which they're gooners. They just come out and fuck, and then die a month later. And they're just bad, poorly designed bugs. Their entire thing is like, we fuck so much you can't kill all of us. Katydids. Katydids. Honestly, they're a little bit. I'm gonna put katydids a little bit worse than crickets and grasshopper. If you don't know what katydids are, they're kind of like grasshoppers. Well, they're more closely related to crickets, but they're kind of like grasshoppers. They're just a little bit bigger and slower, and they look like leaves, so they're more like camouflaged. And they're more annoying because they fly into you because they're dumb. They're fucking stupid. So they're just more annoying grasshoppers. So katydids are C. Ladybugs. B. Ladybugs are fine. They're fine. They're pretty small, pretty agile. They there's like a lot of them, but they're but not too much. Where so ladybugs, do they deserve B tier or C tier? Bottom of B tier. Bottom of B tier. Ladybugs have that problem where their kind of shtick is like they kind of fuck to make a lot of them, so you can't kill all of them. But it's not like that bad, where it's because they're still pretty good overall. So I'm gonna go with B tier. Mosquitoes, flea tier. Mosquitoes are flea tier. I don't care that they feed bats. I don't care that they're like the best source of nutrients for like almost any insect, like spiders and bats and dragonflies. I don't care that they're the best feeder in the world. I don't care. They're the worst. I hate them. Get rid of them. Plus malaria. Hot take, malaria is bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that offends any of you. Malaria is bad. And mosquitoes are bad. So flea tier. They're going in flea tier. Moths. I feel like it's unfair if I put moths above butterflies. So, okay, earwigs are a little bit better than katydids. Cockroaches bottom of D tier. So butterflies and moths are kind of the same. I think moths are a little bit cooler than butterflies, but their problem is the fact that they really like light. That's kind of their problem. Roly polies, A tier. They're just cool. I like roly polies. They're actually more crustaceans. They're more closely. I believe they're more closely related with like crabs. They are bugs. I could be wrong on that. That's just something I read. But I like the ball. It's kind of unfortunate because like the ball is when they roll into the ball, it's a great defense for anything their size. Anything bigger, they're fucked. Honestly, this is another vibes based pick. Praying mantises. I'm gonna go with another A tier. Honestly, probably top of A tier. Praying mantises, they're just cool. They're pretty big, which is like the worst thing about praying mantises is that like I can appreciate a praying mantis from a distance. I just don't like really big bugs. Then it gets to the point where it's like, oh, that's kind of like creepy, but they're also kind of cool. They're also feminists. Rise up, my 1% female audience. I don't really have a lot of about praying mantises to say. I just like think they're cool. Spiders again. I mean, like I don't know why I don't know what these specifically mean. Spiders again. I guess they just like spiders because this is like a tarantula, but these are just spiders. I think I'm not 100% sure this is a spider. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck this is, so I think it's a spider. In the comments, please tell me what the fuck this is. Scorpions, A tier. Scorpions are A tier. They're up here with centipedes and millipedes. They're more centipedes. Yet again, centipede carry right here. They're pretty good. They're pretty good hunters and stuff. I think their main issue is they're not very mobile. They're not like spiders. They're not very mobile. They're pretty slow. But the pincers and the stinger are their big assets. Their main assets. Silverfish. I don't know a lot about silverfish. I don't really deal with them very often, but I'm gonna go D tier because they're kind of like pest insects. Yeah, I don't like they're pests. Like they get in your house and stuff. They're kind of like that. but I don't really. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever seen a silverfish before because I don't live where they are, and that's probably a good thing. I believe this is a Hercules beetle. Hercules beetles. I'm gonna go with A tier. They're around praying mantises for me. Yet again, they're just cool. They're just cool. I believe Hercules beetles is what gave us Pinsir, the Pokemon, and Pinsir is a fine Pokemon. Or this could be a rhinoceros beetle, and I'm just having like a weird angle on it, and it's just at a weird angle. Honestly, it could be either. I have a preference towards rhinoceros beetles over Hercules beetles because I prefer Heracross to Pinsir, and I feel like 90% of people do. But they're just like cool. They're big. They're big beetles. They're kind of hard to take down for any other insect, but if you're like a bigger bird, it's kind of cooked. And they sound like fucking helicopters whenever they fly because they're big. I think the main problem with the beetles of that size is that they're just really slow. They can't really move around too often because it burns too much energy because of how big they are. So I think that's like a kind of like a design flaw about beetles like that. But I mean, A tier bug. Stink bugs. I don't really know a lot about stink bugs. I just know that they're stinky. See, it's kind of like the monarch butterfly defense, where it's like you don't eat us because we suck and we taste bad, which is like an okay defense. But at that point, like you're already losing a big chunk of your numbers. But I don't think they're like June bugs or like they're gooners where they, because I don't really see them too often. I do have them around. I do see some of them, but I don't see them a lot. So that could be an indicator that stink bugs are like going down. But I mean, like, should I put them with the other gooners? Because the other gooners are, I don't know if they're gooners or not. I don't know if they're gooners. So I'll put them in C tier for now. Tarantulas. I'll put them in A tier. I'll put them with the Giga Boys. The Giga Boys. These three are the Giga Boys. So tarantulas are not as good as spiders because they don't build webs, and they're just kind of they're just bigger. There's spiders but bigger. They lose the webs but bigger, and that loses points for me because the webs are cool. The webs are cool. Admit it, the webs are cool. Tarantulas, it kind of gets that problem with me where they're too big for me to like actually like want to be around them, but I can appreciate them from a distance. Termites. These are termites. I'm gonna go B tier. B tier for termites. Having these in your house, that's bad. That's bad. But like out in the wild, they kind of like take down decayed trees and make pretty cool nests out of them. And they're pretty good food for like monkeys, but they're kind of like ants but worse. Ants but worse is how I would describe termites. But there's like nothing really distinct about termites other than the fact that they eat wood. I don't know if they eat wood, but like they tunnel through it. So that's like a B tier. Stick bugs, C tier. The main asset of stick bugs is that they're big bugs, and they look like sticks. That's all they do. That's all they do. So if you find a stick bug and you're a bird, they're dead. But it's hard to find stick bugs because they look like sticks. But here's the thing about birds. They also use sticks for their nests. I guess it's just kind of boring, I guess. They're boring. They're just bugs that look like sticks. Wasps. Love them. Hate them. S tier bug. I hate wasps. They are assholes. Well, these are yellow jackets. These aren't wasps. But I'm assuming that's what they meant. Because they're kind of like they kind of do the same thing. Love them. Hate them. They're very good at what they do. They're very, very well-designed bugs. Well-designed bugs. Very, very well-designed bugs. They do what they do, which is kill shit and be assholes. And they're great at doing it. This is why I put the honeybee at B tier. Because they kind of take the shtick of both ants, which is an S tier bug, and they kind of take the shtick of wasps, which is an S tier bug, but they do it much, much worse. Because there's less not bumblebees. There's less honeybees than there are ants. But they're like, oh, they can sting. They can only sting once and then they die. Unlike wasps, who can sting infinitely and be little assholes, but they can sting a whole shit ton of time. So they could be by themselves and just be a Giga Chad out in the wild and kill as much as they want with their stingers, versus the virgin honeybee that only stings once and dies. And you're like, oh, but the honeybees, they're pollinators. Yeah, but so are bumblebees, but bumblebees are cute. These are just kind of like, eh. So wasps, they are very good at what they do. Very well designed bugs. S tier, still hate their guts. But I can take my hatred of them and put that aside and understand that they're very well designed bugs. They're very good at what they do. I don't know what the fuck these two are. I do not know what these two are. So I'm gonna go vibe space. This kind of reminds me of like a stick bug, but worse. So I'm gonna put it in D tier. And this is like kind of like a flat little bug. I don't really know what this is. I also don't know what this is. This is kind of like a flat bug, kind of like a roach, but a little bit cuter. So I'll put C tier. Caterpillars, I'm gonna put bottom of D tier, next to cockroaches. Actually, cockroaches is bottom of D tier. I hate cockroaches. Flies, behind June bugs, because at least June bugs are less annoying. Um, I kind of like C tier where it is. That'll fix B tier. A tier, I like A tier where it is, and I like bottom of it, top of S tier for femboy cicadas. Top of S tier. So that's my bug tier list. That's my bug tier list, and this is my bug tier list, and this is my bug tier list. I'm kind of running out of things to say. I don't know. Me editing me fix this in the fix this in the outro to where I don't have to like make a fool of myself. Kind of hold it so I can have footage for the outro. So that was my bug tier list. Tell me what you think. Honestly, if you made it this far, congratulations. Like only like I think it's 20% of you make it this far. So if you made it this far, put in the comments, I don't know, your IP address. Okay. I honestly had a little bit of fun. It was a nice break from editing to make this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, I guess thank you for watching this far, and watching my schizophrenic ramblings about bugs.